The James Webb Telescope, the most powerful space telescope ever built, will soon allow us to comprehend the cosmic spectacles around us more precisely than ever before. From studying the universe's first luminous formations to probing exoplanets, to exploring black holes, stars, and galaxies, Webb will present the universe to us in a completely new light. Although the ambitious mission is just getting started, both experts and interested laymen have already been able to enjoy many breathtaking Webb images. Learn which amazing motifs the Space Telescope has already captured in today's video, as well as what fascinating insights the images contain. If you're excited about the groundbreaking discoveries and breathtaking sights in space, don't forget to subscribe to Simply Space and click the bell for regular updates on these fascinating topics. By giving us a thumbs up, you're encouraging us and demonstrating that our videos can keep you interested. Music. Images of the well-known Saturn instantly spring to mind when the term ring planet is used, but given the thousands of orbits around the sixth planet in the solar system, we must not overlook the fact that other celestial bodies are also adorned with these natural formations. One such body is the distant ice giant Neptune, which has the eighth and outermost representative marks out the edge of our native planetary system. In comparison with Neptune's ring system is much sparser than Saturn's, with the majority of its material composition coming from microscopic dust particles, particularly those tiny fragments kicked up by small meteorites on Neptune's moons. When Neptune's rings were first discovered in the 1980s, it was thought that the orbits were incomplete, but this was later proven incorrect by direct investigations using Voyager 2. In fact, it took 30 years before the ring structures of Neptune were once more captured on film, but the images from the late 1980s taken in the infrared spectrum are not comparable to the images found on the modern Webb. Not all of the moons have Naiad thalassa, but the ice giant's delicate rings seem more distinct and intricate than previously. Galatia Despina Larissa. Additionally seen in the 1846 photograph are Proteus and Triton. Researchers have been fascinated by Neptune for many years. Methane, a chemical compound known to absorb red light, is responsible for the planet's distinctive blue hue. At around 0.5%, methane makes up only a small portion of the overall chemical composition, which is about 80%. The bluish, shimmering celestial body is on average about 3 billion miles from the Sun, which is 30 times farther than the Earth. In fact, our mighty host star appears so small and faint in this remote location that midday on Neptune is more than a faint twilight. The primary component of Neptune is hydrogen, which is completed by helium and ethane. However, the Webb image's brilliant dots and streaks are methane ice clouds. As the atmosphere descends and warms toward the equator, it shines brighter on the infrared image than the surrounding cooler gases, which may be a visible indication of global atmospheric circulation driving the winds on the ice giant. The aforementioned Neptune moon Triton's high albedo, which reflects an average of 70% of incident sunlight with temperatures of 391 degrees and is covered in condensed nitrogen, is the reason it clearly outshines its planetary fixed point, temperature in Fahrenheit. According to some researchers, Triton is also the coldest object in the solar system. The satellite was originally from the Kuiper Belt and was only gravitationally captured later by the Tarantula Nebula, which is located approximately 163,000 light-years away and is home to a cosmic spider. The Tarantula Nebula, scientifically known as 30 Doradus, is a remarkably bright emission nebula. In addition to being a part of the Large Magellanic Cloud, the Tarantula Nebula is also one of the largest known cradles of stars within the local group. In fact, the corresponding Webb images give us a new perspective on the stellar nursery in this instance. In addition to the young stars, we can also spy distant background galaxies here and trace the structure and composition of gas and dust in detail. In fact, the Tarantula Nebula is home to the hottest and most massive stars known. When viewed through Webb's near cam, the structure almost looks like the home of a burrowing tarantula, with the center of the nebula appearing as a gaping cap lined with innumerable cobwebs. The nebula and webs will be shaped by the glistening, bright celestial bodies as soon as they emerge from their dusty cocoons. Gravity is again caused by the strong radiation from a group of massive young stars that sparkle pale blue in the image. The densest areas again form columnar formations, containing the accreting protostars. The Tarantula Nebula is also of great interest to researchers because its chemical makeup resembles those massive cradles of stars that existed during cosmic noon, when the universe was only a few billion years old and star birth was experiencing a veritable boom. Although mankind has been looking at the stars for thousands of years, the study of 30 Doritis should help us better understand the sequence of events during that radiant peak. Previously, astronomers had suspected that the star would be a somewhat older celestial body, but the near-infrared spectrograph confirmed that the star is just beginning to break free from its pillar and is still surrounded by an insulating layer of dust. There is still uncertainty around the shining items. This is primarily because previous telescopes were unable to see through the thick clouds of these star-forming areas. Hence, the history of star creation will be rewritten thanks to Webb's unparalleled insights. As briefly said at the beginning, a glimpse into an alien world. The in-depth study of exoplanets and atmospheric analysis of these alien cosmic worlds will also help answer one of the oldest questions in human history. Are we alone in the universe? Experts have so far been able to locate 5120 exoplanets in 3790 different systems, but this galactic search for clues shouldn't yet reveal a planet that is unquestionably habitable, let alone the existence of extraterrestrial life. The fact that the planet that was recently depicted directly serves as the home of extraterrestrial life forms is also regarded as impossible. This is a gas giant with volatile chemical connections, so it lacks a firm surface. Despite this, Webb's unparalleled capabilities are demonstrated graphically by this planetary portrait. The extrasolar celestial body, known officially as HIP 65426b, was photographed in a variety of infrared light wavelengths. The so-called coronagraph, which blocks the emitted starlight and makes the exoplanet visible, is the reason why the alien planet is not outshone by its central star. In detail, the celestial body has roughly 6 to 12 times the mass of mighty Jupiter. Additional analyses will help to narrow down the corresponding value even more precisely. The exoplanet is approximately 100 times farther from its host star than the Earth is from the Sun, and with an age of 15 to 20 million years, it is still in its cosmic infancy, according to the researchers who took part in the observation as part of an international collaboration called the Direct Image of the Exoplanet, a defining moment for all of astronomy. A brief categorization. Given the power of the Webb coronagraph, experts were thrilled when the existence of HIP 65426b was discovered in 2017 using the SPHERE instrument on the European Southern Observatory's Very Large Telescope in Chile. In the past, it was still very difficult to image exoplanets directly, because stars are much brighter than their planetary companions. Our terrestrial home was already formed 4.5 billion years ago. The imaged celestial body is 10,000 times fainter in the near-infrared than its parent star. Although the image is not the first direct image of an exoplanet, it is groundbreaking for Webb's future research mission. Thus, the Space Telescope will continue to provide many more images of such alien worlds in the years to come. Deciphering these subjects will in turn help elevate our understanding of their physics, chemistry, and formation to a whole new level. And who knows, perhaps the use of the James Webb Telescope will also one day provide an answer to the question of whether or not we are alone in the cosmos, and now it's your turn. What do you think about the exciting Webb mission and the stunning images the Space Telescope has already taken? As always, drop us your thoughts, suggestions, and feedback on today's video in the comments below. Are you in the mood for more exciting articles on the topic of outer space? Then take a look at the other videos on our channel, which you can access by clicking on one of the images. In the credits, we appreciate your attention. Be careful, and we'll talk to you soon.